All right. Sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody, to Amateur Sports for tonight's Toronto Raptors watch along. We're back. Microphone's working. So we'll jump into it today. We got the Raptors tipping off shortly against the Brooklyn Nets. Sorry for being a little bit late today. I was just out of the apartment and just got back. So quickly got back and fired it up. We're ready to go. We got the Raptors against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Raptors winners of, what's our win streak now? Is it like 6 games in a row or something crazy like that? 6 wins in a row. Wow. 6 wins in a row. 11-5. Chance to make it 7 in a row tonight. When's the last time we won this many games in a row? And opportunity to make it even more tonight. Raptors at home tonight against a very bad Brooklyn Nets team who are 3-13. No, 3-12 in the season. Who the hell? Who the hell they beat? I know they beat the Wizards. They beat the Celtics the other day. It's a lesson. Any team can beat anybody. Don't take any team for granted. Raptors got to come in and play a good game today. It was somewhat casual, but it could have gotten tricky last time we played the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn. But today the Raptors are favored by 11.5 points. Certainly feels like they should be winning this game, especially the way they've played this season. But we know anything can happen. So hopefully we get a good performance out of the Raptors today, get another win, keep the season moving. And if things go really well tonight for the Raptors, it's the first night of a back-to-back. Hopefully we can spread out the minutes. I mean, first of all, go win the game. Second of all, if you are winning the game, you do have a little bit of wiggle room, then it would be a good opportunity to get players some rest ahead of tomorrow's game at home against the Cavaliers. So as a result of it being a back-to-back night, the Toronto Raptors made a change to their starting five. Jakob Poeltl is going to sit this one out for rest so that he is ready to go for tomorrow. Injury management. Don't need to over-push it here. And hopefully the Raptors can get a comfortable win out of this one against the Brooklyn Nets. In his place, it's Sandro Mamukelashvili. Raptors going with the main four of Quickly, Barrett, Ingram, Barnes. They've got Mamu at the 5 to start, which I think is a good call with the way he's played recently. You need some size against the opposition big of Nick Claxton, who's starting with Terrence Mann, Jaeger Dioman, Noah Clowney, and Michael Porter Jr. That is what we got on tap for today. Let's jump into things and get a dub. I'm going to throw Red Zone on my phone so I can follow the NFL as we go through it. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend going? I've had a pretty good weekend. Nice and chill, relaxing, recharging. I'm not looking forward to the next 2 weeks. I'm moving this week. This time next week, I will be in the process of getting my new apartment set up. So it's going to be a just truly awful day. It's going to be an awful week of packing. It'll be an awful week next week of unpacking and getting the new apartment set up. So I'm not really looking forward to the week. Also, it's really busy with work. It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be stressful, but we'll get through it. And hopefully, when I do get through it, we get a nice place. We're all set up. But how was your weekend? What you been up to? You ready for tonight? Anything tonight? After tonight? I haven't played PlayStation in so long. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I'm gonna play tonight. Okay. My stream is. There we go. Will I stream? Depends on the day. Is there a game next Sunday? I think there is, actually. If there's a game on Sunday, I'm not streaming it. Yeah, there's a game on Sunday. I'm not going to stream for that. Yeah, it'll be right in the heart of when I'm moving. So, no stream next Sunday, unfortunately. I'll be here on Saturday, though. So, I'll be here Saturday. I'll be here Tuesday. I'll probably take Monday off, to be honest. There is a Raptors Happy Hour. I'm probably going to take off on Monday. Let me see. Well, the game's got to start, so we'll look at this later. The game has started. Okay, we'll look at this later. Anyways, next Sunday, I can't stream. I'm moving. That should be the only game I miss. I may miss the Monday Happy Hour stream just because, I'd like that night to, unpack and everything. But anyways, let's dive into it. Get the scoreboard up on screen. The game clock on the scoreboard, once I get it up, will be perfectly in sync with where I am watching the game, so you can sync your game clock up to my clock or my clock up to your game clock and just enhance your watch party experience. But yes, give me a long, maybe a tough week. RJ Barrett at the line for the Raptors, knocking down 2 free throws and getting them started on the game. Man to Claxton, tied up briefly by Quickly. That should be jump ball, no? I call it foul. I don't know about that. Kawhi Leonard headed to the locker room. Oh, my God. Mikey James's Mamu career night. Didn't Mamu have like a 30-piece last season? Or did he even have a 40-piece? I mean, it could be. If things are going well, they could give him like a lot of play time to rest the starters. He being one of the starters today, but you know what I mean. The regular starters. Barrett off the turnover to Barnes. Now Mamu for 3. Getting the start and getting off to a great start to the game. Knocking that one down. Good ball movement once again by the Raptors. MPJ in the paint, spinning away for 2. And it spills away. Raptors have it again. Up by 5. Mamu lobbed up to Barrett, finishing, and the Raptors lead 7-0. Hot start for Toronto. And timeout called. 7-0 run to start the game. I mean, can't get much better than that, can it? Here we go. Just getting my smoothie in, too. Sorry. Doug in the chat. I'm excited for the new Dorshot location. That's Doug, by one of our amazing 2-year members. Thank you for joining us. Excited for the new Dorshot location. I need to figure out what it'll look like. I still don't quite know how it's going to work, but we'll figure something out. Back-to-back belt-to-ass performances. We'll see. It's early. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Say what's up to all the people in the chat. AJ26 are joining us. We have Crazy N20, Skywalkin, Reed Wensky, Christopher Sanders, Mikey James, Aiden Fam, Jimbo Jenkins, Michael, KV. What's going on, everyone? Reed Wensky. I watched my first hockey game at the Bell Center, Montreal against Toronto. Toronto isn't good at all. No, it's not looking good for the Maple Leafs this year. No. And they look. I was at the bar. Wasn't at the bar. It was on, and I was, watching it a bit. I didn't go to watch. I was just at the bar watching. They didn't look very good. No. As a reminder, no Pirtle tonight. It is Mamu Kelishvili starting for the Raptors. How are the Pistons first? They have a pretty well-built roster. Cade has been great, and Jalen Duren took a big step. And they have J.B. Bickerstaff's coaching them well. But they're a good team, man. Feels like they can sustain like a decent level. I don't know about winning the East, but they're good enough to do it. That's for sure. I mean, last year they gave the Knicks a pretty competitive series in the playoffs. They lost, but they gave them a good series. And maybe they're getting better this year. 10-1 since a 4-1 start. Man, just crazy. We're first in opposition three-point percentage over the last 11 games, which is good, but it does hint at some luck going our way defensively. I saw some joke on Reddit about how back in July, the Detroit Tigers and Toronto Blue Jays were first and second in the AL. Now the Detroit Pistons and Toronto Raptors are first and second in the East. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Hopefully we don't fall off like the Pistons did. The Jays still won the division and won the AL. The Pistons, sorry, Tigers didn't even win the division and lost first round, but Raptors ball on the sideline there. Brooklyn coaching staff does not like it, and the call ends up getting changed. Let's see if this was the right call. It was. Inbound to Clowney. Handoff to Diomand. Deflected away by Barrett. Claxton spinning away off of Mamu. Tough shot. Still doesn't go. Nets still without a point in this one. Ingram trying to keep the Raptors offense humming. Quickly for three. And yes, he's got it. Raptors 10-0 run to start the game. Oh my goodness. Diomand still looking for their first points. Brooklyn. Man. Spins off quickly. This will probably be it. No. Kicks out to Diomand. RJ defending. 5 in the shot clock. Diomand in the corner. Man for three. Off the mark again. Long rebound. Collected by Mamu. Gonna slow it down. Hand off to Barnes. Back up top to Mamu. Now Ingram. Swings it to Quickly. Down low to Mamu. Layup is good. Raptors 12-0 to the good to start the game. What a start. Diomand. Flings it out to Clowney. In the paint driving. Good defense from Barnes. Or was it? Foul's called. And it's an and one to go with it. Didn't look like a foul. Sorry you have to hear that. No smoothie wasted. It is a very fun team, Doug. It's nice to have a fun team again. All right, took the Nets 2 minutes and 59 seconds, but they finally were able to gather their first points. Quickly has it, 12-3. A lot of game to go. Couple subs for Brooklyn. Raptors keeping their starters out there. Mamu in the corner to Ingram by accident, but it got there. Barrett driving, kicking out to Mamu for three. Ooh, this one doesn't drop. First miss of the game for the Raptors. Brooklyn looking to respond. Clowney for three over top of Barnes. It's an air ball. Saved by Zaire Williams. Collected by Barrett. Launched forward to Barnes, who rises up and throws it down. Raptors lead 14-3. Good heads-up play by RJ Barrett there. And a nice assist to go with it. Martin to Clowney. Now Claxton. Martin coming off a screen. Ingram a little bit lost there, but he recovers. Defending Clowney now, who gets to the rim and finishes with authority. He's got all 5 of Brooklyn's points in this 9-point game. Here's Scotty Barnes. Getting it going again for the Raptors. Hand off to Barrett. Now Ingram. Trying to drive past Diomand. He's stripped. But Diomand can't save it. So it's out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Good defense by the Rook. RJ for three on the inbound. Doesn't go. Quick outlet for Brooklyn. Some space for Martin. And he's fouled by Ingram. So, would have been easy too. So, good hustle there by Ingram to take that away and force him to earn those 2 points to the line. Martin at the line. Free throw is good. Second free throw coming up here. And that's good as well. 14-7. Manuel quickly on it for the Raptors. Dishes out to Brandon Ingram. Walter getting ready to come in for the Raptors. Quickly, corner three. In and out. Brooklyn had the rebound, clawing their way back into this game. Jacoby Walter getting ready to check in for the game for the Raptors. He's the first sub, as he has been in quite a few games this season. Clowney on the rim finishes, and Brooklyn on a little bit of a run here. Raptors started the game up 12-0. 9-2 run for Brooklyn since that point. Barrett up top. Getting to the rim and does not get it to go. So a little bit of a cold stretch here for the Raptors. What's going on, Pickleball Pat? Joining us here. Raptors need another center. Yes, they kind of do. I guess backup center today is going to fall to CMB. Ingram. Pump fake on Clowney. Steps inside. Misses. Another miss for the Raptors. Dioman has it turned over. RJ misses inside. And Dioman recovered. Looked like it could have been a foul there, but nothing is called. So a bit of a cold run here for the Raptors. And we're in a game here. RJ down low to Ingram. And stole another turnover by the Raptors. Martin to the rim. Finishes. And a blocking foul. No. And a blocking foul. So another and one for Brooklyn. Could be 14-12, but I think it's time to think about a timeout here. So 14-12, it looked like the Raptors were going to run away with it early, but it's a long game. Brooklyn right back in it as the Raptors offense has gone ice cold for a period here. Time to lock in. Time to lock in. RJ's never been a shot he doesn't want to take. Man wide open there. He can sometimes get a little bit fixated on the rim. Yes. Been less of a problem this season than perhaps others, but yeah, that is something that can happen. (2020) Raptors one piece away. Well, I mean, if the piece is Kawhi Leonard in his prime, then I guess you could say. It's hard to get, like, one piece. Like, what does one piece mean? Like, if they, let's say they were, like, if they were to get, like, a piece. If they got an upgrade if they got, like, an RJ Barrett upgrade, for example. Like Trey Murphy. I don't think they're a contender. Depends on the caliber of player coming in. If they're upgraded on even point guard to, like, well, it depends on the upgrade. They upgrade to, like, like Trae Young, then I don't know if I'd label them a contender, but that would vault them forward. I think there's still a bit of work to do. It's hard to be a contender. All right. Sorry, 14-11. It's not 14-12 just yet, but we got some work to do. Not going to be a simple game. What is for second dinner? I haven't even had first dinner yet. Pizza is 3 topping. XL pizza is 3 pop for 22 even, including tax. Well, that's good to know for next week when I'm moving and I'm buying pizza for all my friends that are helping me move. But I don't really want to feed them pizza. I feel like that's mean. So maybe I won't take you up on that. I haven't had first dinner yet, so I said a smoothie now. I'll be having dinner after this. 9-0 run for Brooklyn, 14-12. This week, I just got to get rid of everything in the fridge, pantry. Just try to get through without buying any food. As Ingram misses in mid-range, Raptors still cannot buy a bucket. Murray, Boyles, Shed, Walter, Ingram, and Barrett on the floor. Ingram swats away a pass. Not sure if that's a block or a deflection. I don't know what that'll be classified as. Let's trade for Cade Cunningham. I feel like Detroit would say no. I will. They're going to be fed well, and they're going to drink well on top of that. We're going to give them good drinks. Good amount of drinks, buy a few cases of beer, bunch of pizza. Should be some good vibes. Regino Pizza. I've never heard of that, and I'm definitely not in Thornhill, so it'll be whatever is downtown. I'll probably just be Pizza Nova, Party Pizza. Anyways, RJ from the corner, finally. Not going down. What area are you moving to? Don't want to say. I'm downtown, though. Martin responds for 3, and the game is tied up at 17. Raptors started the game on a 12-0 run, and we're tied at 17 now. Walter, corner 3, is good. Raptors get it right back as well. And 3 balls falling for Toronto tonight. Bringing Koloko back. I would be open to it. We have a roster spot available. We don't have to duck the tax quite yet. I'd be open to a mini deal on Koloko, a minimum, if you can do it. Hasn't made much of an impact didn't make any impact with the Lakers. If he'd come back, Grady Dick into the game for the Raptors. The 4+1 lineup has been constructed. And we do it every game now. 4+1 starts with Ingram. Then around the 2-minute mark, it turns into 4+1 with Scotty Barnes. Here is Ingram going to work in mid-range and finishing. Man, tough shot, but eventually it's going to no longer be surprising when he's making these tough shots. Here's Martin trying to find room on Shed. Good move, but the whistle goes. He misses, but there's a foul. So he's going to head to the line. Fouls against Jamal Shed. Martin first free throw is good for the Nets. Lineups are too predictable. I mean, even if lineups are like unpredictable, the team will just change their strategy to depending what it is. I wouldn't I've never thought were predictable. I mean, sorry, I've never thought it was a problem to be like that. Ingram spinning, finding his way to the rim. Woo! Tough bucket for Brandon Ingram, going through a few Brooklyn players, high off the glass with a bit of English and finishing. Wow. That was impressive. Martin misses the three. Brooklyn have the rebound and finish. Is that Day'Ron Sharpe? Yes, Day'Ron Sharpe with the putback. 3-point game. Shed in the corner. Grady Dick, wide open three. That usually means he's going to knock it down. 27-21. How you leave that guy open? Jamal Shed playmaking been fantastic here. Sharpe spinning off Murray Boyles. Powell in mid-range off the mark. Ingram hunts down the rebound. 3:05 to go in the first. Ingram transition three is off the front rim, and Martin has the rebound for Brooklyn, who are back on offense. And then, inexplicably, I looked down the clock, and he inexplicably lost the dribble out of bounds. I don't think there was any defense there, but that's Brooklyn's 5th turnover. I really don't know what happened there. Oof, ball would have been crazy. Jamal Shed fouled around half court. Side out of bounds for the Raptors. And we've got a super chat coming in from Adam Hogtown Boy 1. Thank you so much for sending that in. I really appreciate that. Pizza fun. Let's get Harden. Has destroyed other teams. He could come here and do the same. Yes. We've talked quite a bit about Harden the last week or so. That would be a really interesting pickup at point guard. Walter wide open for the Raptors under the rim and finishing. Raptors lead 29-21. Once again, shout out to Hogtown Boy 1 in the chat for the super chat. I'm getting a little bit of lag, so I am concerned about the state of the stream. If it disconnects, I apologize, but I feel like it is going to disconnect shortly. So just be aware. I'm sorry. Porter for three, and it's good. Brooklyn staying in this game. Closing all the programs and tabs that don't need to be open here. But it's beyond my control, unfortunately. Three is good. And the Raptors are up 32-24. Walter got it that time. And he's starting to play a lot better for Toronto. As Andrew in the chat says, Jacoby is here. Certainly feels that way. What are they looking? They're going to timeout. I think Darko got a technical call against him. Best basketball game. I mean, 2K is the most popular game. I don't play any sports games anymore, so I can't be the voice. I can't provide any insight into NBA gaming, but 2K is the game. 2K26. 32-25 Raptors. Payer Bell knock on the door. Edward coming to take back the moment. Listen, it's paid, and I'm with Bell, so it ain't Ed doing the business. Edward jacked up my Wi-Fi too much that we had to switch to Bell. And the Bell Wi-Fi is very good. It just cuts out every once in a while and shuts down the stream, which is not good. When I move, if it's persistent when I move, we'll have to have a conversation with Bell about it. But not going to worry. I'm going to worry about it, but I'm not going to do anything about it until December. Yeah, Rogers and Bell, they both suck, but you're kind of stuck. I guess we could do Beanfield, but my fiance handles the Wi-Fi, to be honest. I handle some other stuff. She's on the Wi-Fi. Tech savvy. Never heard of that one. At the line, it's Terrence Mann knocking down both. It's 32-26. Quickly in with Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, Mamu Kelishvili, and Jamal Shetz are going double point guard here briefly. 106 to go in the first. Mamu underneath the rim, trying to find Scotty. Gets it there. 1-on-1 with Day'Ron Sharpe. Spins off for a long two, and tough shot. Finishes. What a shot there. 34-26. Terrence Mann to Powell. Back to Mann. Swings to, I think it's Wilson. Now Powell again. Up fake. And fouled by Shed. So bonus situation. So he's going to head to the line for two. Shed is not happy with that call. Run a cable from modem. Don't stream using Wi-Fi. Yeah, so we have like the Wi-Fi pods. Truthfully, I would like to do that. The router is at the front door of this unit, which is, it's not a huge unit, because that was like the only spot that made sense for it to go. Which I didn't love it there, but that's just what it had to be. Anyways, in the new place, the goal is to get the router in my office, and I'm wired directly into it for content. That is the plan. I am on Ethernet, though, with the Wi-Fi pods you can get with Bell. And again, it's very fast. It's very good. Me being behind the live has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. It's just the feed I'm getting off of Sportsnet. Nothing to do with the internet. The Wi-Fi, I mean, my Wi-Fi, the like upload and down speeds are extremely good. It's just, sometimes it just cuts. But hopefully it doesn't happen today. Anyways, Barnes in short mid-range. Can't finish, so Brooklyn get the ball back with the shot clock off. 34-28, and they can trim into this a little bit further. Man to Clowney. 1 on the game clock, and it's blocked. Big block. Finish off the quarter. Raptors started 12-0 up. Brooklyn kind of built their way back into it, but the Raptors have a little bit of control here after one, up 34-28. I have a cable. It's just the router's too far away to put it in directly. I don't want a Ethernet cord running through the entire apartment. I have a 50-foot Ethernet cable. I just don't want it running through the entire apartment. So we'll set it up in the office at the new place, and hopefully Wi-Fi is all good there. Anyways, let's jump into what we saw from the first quarter. Raptors lead 34-28. Paper cup string, yeah. So, leading the way for the Raptors is Jacoby Walter off the bench, who's knocked down a couple of threes. He's got 8 points, playing much better as of late. We're getting bigger numbers out of him lately. As for the starters, RJ Barrett's got 7. He's 2 of 5. A couple of sloppy decisions, but he's 2 of 5. Sky Barnes, 2 of 4, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Quickly's only got the 3. Ingram's only got the 4. Mamu's got 5, had a 3 early. A little bit early in the game to really get anything out of how people are looking here. For the Nets, Noah Clowney's got 9. He is trailing just Tyrese Martin, who's come in and played quite well. 10 points in the first quarter for him. Team stats overall, Raptors shooting well. 54% from the field, 60% from 3. Losing a little bit of possessions on the offensive rebounds. 0 offensive rebounds for the Raptors, 3 for Brooklyn. But the Raptors have forced 5 turnovers compared to the 1 they have committed. So they're good for this advantage here. Probably feels like we should be winning by more, but I guess they have 11 free throws. So that's really keeping Brooklyn in it. Clean up the fouling a little bit, but Raptors in control, it seems. Let's go do it. Have I ever met Doug Smith? I have not. Over the past 3 games, Scotty has not shot 1 free throw. Wow. That's a crazy stat. That kind of needs to change. He needs to be putting himself in a position where he can get fouled more often, to be honest. All right, RJ inbounds to Quickly. And here we go. Quickly with Powell, the defender. Hands off to Barrett. In the corner, Grady Dick gets up to 3, and he's fouled by Sharp. That'll put Grady to the line for 3 free throws. I'm trying to think of the last 2 games. Barnes, it feels like, has gotten to the rim a fair amount. It's not getting fouled. It's kind of crazy. That's a pretty crazy stat. I mean, maybe it's just coincidence, but that is certainly a surprising stat. All right, anyways. Grady Dick at the line. First free throw is good. He's got 2 more coming up here. Also good. 1 more coming up. (37-28). Man hands off to Wilson. Now Powell. Sharp driving. Grady Dick defending. And fouls called. Got a plant there, Grady. He knew it. He got in a good spot and then just moved his feet. Just got to eat that contact there. You might get a call. There's a lot of players who whine, complain to refs, and they get calls. I don't know. I don't think it's that stopping him getting calls. Sharp. Free throw, no good. Misses both, so Raptors get the stop in a way. 37-28 up. Barnes, Barrett, Mamu Quickly, Dick on the floor. Quickly to Mamu. Back to Quickly. Quickly driving and blocked. And Michael Porter takes it away. Terrence Mann, defended by Mamu Kelishvili. Finds Powell. Outside to Mann. Has a lane. Mamu going to meet him. And getting the block. What a defensive play. Barnes lobs it to Grady Dick, who comes up and throws it down. Grady Dick. He's getting up this season. What a sequence by the Raptors. Mamu with the block. Barnes with the lob. Grady Dick with the flush. Raptors lead 39-28. Did he get the block? No, it wasn't even a block. It was just disrupted the shot. Quickly outlets. Barnes lobs it up. Grady Dick soars to throw it down. What a play. Do I think the Raps can make it to number 1 in the East? I mean, they're good. With the way they're playing, they can. They're 3 games back of Detroit, though, and schedule is like somewhat light for the Raptors still in the over the horizon. I mean, they can, but I don't think they will. Pistons' schedule is not tremendously tough. They could keep winning. Grady Dick in the game now up to, is that 5? That's 8 for Grady Dick. Right, because he had the free throws. And that is equal to the most for the Raptors tonight. So keep it going, Grady. Party in the streets to win the NBA Cup. I won't be partying in the streets. I'll be watching here with you, and I'll be I'll be happy, but I won't be partying out in the streets. Vegas would be fun. I hope the players can make it happen because I think it'd be a fun trip for the team. Vibes would be up. Enjoy Vegas. Catch some better weather than Toronto right now. Although today wasn't that bad. It was like 8 degrees Celsius. We've had worse. Let's see. God, I'm fucking tired. Going to bed at 2 a.m. catches up to you. Yesterday. Yeah, it was like 8 today. It was pretty nice. What's gonna be on Sunday when I move? Hopefully it's not. If it rains, that is gonna be just devastating. Great. It's supposed to rain. That is devastating. And it's supposed to start raining right as I'm moving. Awesome. Just awesome. Jeez. Awesome. Yeah. How does the seeding work for the quarterfinal? Is it East 1 versus 4 or just 1 versus 8? I don't know. I never gotten this far before. I don't know how it works. I think it's East. Because last year the final was it OKC, Milwaukee, and the year before was it Atlanta, LA? So I think it's East 1 versus 4. But I don't know, actually. We never have to worry about it. Terrence Mann lays it up, and it's 39-32. Do I think Raptors will be second all season long at Eastern Conference? I do not. Barnes. In the corner, Grady Dick. Back up top to Quickly. Now Mamu. Driving past Wilson. Finding some room and finishing. Lovely take by Mamu Kelishvili. What a player, man. What a snag on a minimum contract. What an absolute steal. Oh, it was LA Pacers. Right, and it was Bucks-Hawks semifinal last year. That's what I'm thinking of. So I believe it's segregated East versus West. Mamu. Open. Thought about shooting. Instead goes down low to Barnes. He's defended by Wilson. Hands off to Grady Dick. Back inside to Barnes. Just sucks it away from Day'Ron Sharpe looking to intercept the pass and gets an easy 2 from it. Not a great pass from Grady Dick, but Scotty Barnes makes it work for 2. Raptors by 9. If we can't afford to re-sign Mamu, trade him for picks. Well, no, he's good, so just keep good players on your team. You want to make the playoffs and all. End of year, he has a player option, which the way he's playing, he is not going to take. So we'll see. It is what it is. I mean, hopefully he stays past his season, but let's enjoy him while we got him. In each conference, number 1 seed, host a wild card. Okay. So that last game on Wednesday is still important because it is a regular season game still. But on top of that, as Porter hits the 3 for Brooklyn. On top of that, the Raptors can win that game. They have a better chance of being the 1 seed and getting a home game for the quarterfinals, which would be great, rather than, obviously an away game. And you earn yourself a home game for your schedule in the NBA season, which is great. RJ in the corner for 3. Raptors back up by 9. They need to pay him. They may not be able to. Got to free up money. I think the Raptors need a good backup center. I mean, they kind of have one, but they would be nice to have another one for situations like this where, Pirtle's out or you need a bit of extra rim protection. That should be the style of center they look to target next. Hopefully, CHM saying they're getting a lot of confidence here, which should be good as the schedule gets harder. Hopefully. Always important to get the vibes up, morale up. the belief that you can beat anybody. Abaji's in the game for the Raptors. He's struggled this season. Quickly at the line. Korea. Let's talk about Korea. Quickly for the free throw is good. Raptors lead 48-39. Three ball from Martin is good. He's having a huge game tonight for Brooklyn. I think you need a PhD in theoretical physics to understand the NBA salary cap. It is quite confusing to me. RJ, fouled as he was going up for the lob. Usually they don't count lobs as shooting fouls, so I'm curious to see what they do here. And it looks like they are getting in 2 shots. Enough about Bull, man. We're not signing Bull. Bull will not help us. Once the once a week Bull comment. Bull might fool another team into giving him money, but it won't be the Raptors. Gary, Indiana. Oof. Hopefully he got out. A magical city. One day I'll visit. One day I'll pass through. Check it out. RJ at the line and gets both free throws to fall. 50-42 for the Raptors. Home of Michael Jackson. Home of Darius Garland. Home of, I think, Freddie Gibbs. There's something in the water there. They breed celebrities, man. I would take a swing on Koloko. I don't think that's a bad move. Martin step back 3. No way. Shot clock expires as he takes it. Does not go. RJ with the rebound. Outlets to Ingram. Back on offense. Ingram in the corner of Baji. Driving to the rim, and he is blocked. The Ochai woes kind of continue here. Under the rim, Murray Boyles cannot get back in time to make the stop. Unlucky. He got a piece of it, but bounces right to a Brooklyn player for the finish. 6-point game. Barrett to Shed for 3. And he's fouled. Another 3-point foul for the Raptors. Shed going to the line. What's wrong with Yak? Nothing. It's just injury management. It's the first night of back-to-back. They'd rather have him for the second night against the Cavaliers, so they sat him tonight. Just business decision. What center would you want the Raptors to trade for or sign? I think sign. Like, it's tough to trade for any. To sign, like, if Koloko's available, I wouldn't mind taking a shot there. I don't know much about his time with the Lakers, but it didn't go well, so it's possible that it's just not someone that's going to help us, but I'd be interested. They do anything to get out of Gary, Indiana. Yeah, it's not a great spot. It's got to be one of the worst cities, sadly. A once great city. Cavs resting a lot of their players today. Makes sense. We've beaten them twice. They want to get one back on us, you know. Cleveland is playing the Clippers. Clippers suck, so maybe they are resting guys. But I don't know. The idea of the Clippers is pretty good, so Dioman to Williams. Free throw doesn't go. Free throw line J doesn't go. On the rebound, there's a loose ball foul called against Abaji. What do I think of trading for Brook Lopez? I mean, sure, it's all dependent on what the trade is. Let me see his contract. Because he's not a guy that's playing a ton. 2 years, $8 million. I don't really see the need to go for $9 million player. Like, we need a third string center. I don't think Brook Lopez is that necessary there. Martin in the corner to Dioman. A foul's called. I think it's an offensive foul. Abaji, the defense still nice, but can't shoot. Yeah, his defense been okay, but he hasn't played much because he hasn't been able to do anything on offense. Why are the Clippers so bad this season? I don't know, honestly. Don't really have an answer for you. They have a good coach. They have a good roster. I thought they'd be a really good team this year. Boucher's DNP with Boston now, too. I mean, not really surprising. Just like Boston have horrendous depth this season. He still can't crack that rotation. That's like, it's a very, very good indicator of where Chris Boucher is at talent-wise. 3-ball for Zaire Williams. Banks in. Wow. Should have kept Boucher to like just never, ever use him because he's completely unneeded. Like I said, nice take there by Abaji. Like I said, like he's not getting play time with the Celtics who are really struggling with depth. Boucher had that one good Tampa season. I know, but you got to forget about it. Dioman. Tough 2 doesn't fall. Raptors with it. Outlet to Quickly. His 3-ball does not go. Tipped out of bounds for should be a Raptors possession, and it is. They lost their aspiration, maybe. Timeout called by Brooklyn. Raptors 55-47 to the good. Everything clicking for the Raptors right now. Our stars not good enough. They could upgrade somewhere. I don't really see them making a big splash right now. They might test the waters with like RJ Barrett and someone, but they may not disrupt things. We'll see. They'll look for a good trade and they'll go from there. Don't think they should be desperate for any trade right now. Like, we need to do this. We have to get this type of player. Like, I don't think we're at that point right now. The Lakers waived Christian Coloco to make room for Drew Timme. That's a pretty large indictment against Coloco. They wanted to get rid of him for Drew Timme. Who was your perfect backup big? Fuck. Jokic? Like, be great if you had like 2 Jokic's so that one could back up the other. So you always have Jokic on the floor. That's my perfect backup big. Hate to say it, but a lot of it depends on the Maple Leafs Boo hockey. If they stink at the halfway point, MLSC will kick over to pushing the Raptors. I don't know about that. I don't think there's correlation. Leafs are going to always make money. I don't think they'll like push for the Raptors to do something. Someone we can reasonably get when Yak is out. I think Gafford would be an interesting one just because he'd probably have some availability. Definitely not JV. CMB can do it, but there's going to be matchups where you need something else. Quickly floats it up. Doesn't go. Claxton gets the miss. We are back from commercial. Claxton finishes there for Brooklyn. Other side for Ingram. He's blocked. Here come Brooklyn again. Walter quickly, Ingram, Murray, Boyles, and Abaji on the floor. Layup is no good. Walter, good job on the glass. Thoughts on Thomas Bryant? Not good. Better off just not having. Ingram pass turned over. Quickly wanted it on the outside and didn't go attack it there, but Brooklyn give it right back. 55-49. 3:48 to go in the third. It's finished strong. No, Thomas Bryant. It's a no from me. Doesn't change things. Sign Alex Len. Yeah, we'll sign Aaron Baines while we're at it. Bring the old gang back together. What an offseason. We needed a new center to replace Gasol and Ibaka. And we signed Aaron Baines and Alex fucking Len. Just insane. Abaji, nice move to the basket again. It's good stuff. It's attacking closeouts. He's still getting a bit of respect as a shooter. Shots aren't falling, so he's attacking the rim, getting high percentage looks, and making it work. Clowney 3 off the mark, and nice rebound by Murray Boyles. Abaji to Walter. Raptors by 8. Murray Boyles. Handoff to Abaji. In the corner, Ingram. 3 ball is good. Raptors lead by 11. Nice play there. Excellent ball movement once again. Am I going to any Raptors game this season? I'll probably end up at a game or two. I usually get to a few games this season, like in Toronto, and past few years I've done the Raptors have kind of sucked, so it's been a few Leafs games here and there, but the Leafs kind of stink, so it might be a bit of Raptors this year. We'll see. But the only thing is when I go to a Raptors game, it means I miss a stream, and I don't like missing streams. Anyways, if you guys are enjoying the stream content so far, please make sure you've hit the like button. It does go a long way to supporting the channel. We've got 133 people watching right now. Only 27 likes, though. Let's fire up those numbers. Hit the like buttons. Get this stream to 50 likes ASAP. Stream scheduled for the week. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. as usual for the Raptors Happy Hour. I give you Raptors news, updates, and discussion. And then on Monday and Wednesday and Saturday this week, we have Raptors watch-alongs. On Sunday, there's another Raptors game. Unfortunately, I am moving that day. I will not be available to stream. And I am thinking the Monday stream at 5 is also a tough one to do. So I may miss some content started next week just because of the difficulties with moving. Tomorrow, actually, I might be working late. I may have to delay the stream tomorrow, which is fine. There's no game. Tomorrow, I might be working late, so I may have to move the stream to like 6:30, maybe even later, maybe up to 7. So just keep an eye on the stream start time that I have on there. I don't think it will be 5 o'clock tomorrow. Get a man cave. I mean, I have an office. This is my man cave, I guess. Ingram attacking Claxton. And he loses it. Raptors up by 9 here. Let's bring Big Country out of retirement, bear backup center. That'd be a nice pickup. You missed Javon Freeman Liberty. I know he's kind of trash. Yeah, he is trash. He's not in the league. As for big, we need one. I don't think we need one. As Porter hits the 3, 6-point game. I don't really want to lose assets on like a position. It'd be really nice to have a backup pick. I don't think it's like an absolute necessity. I mean, definitely not like worth giving up draft capital for. Why are they playing at 5 on Monday? They are not. I just stream at 5 on Monday. But maybe not this Monday. Next Raptors game is on Tuesday, which I have no problem streaming for. But Monday, I stream at 5, as I typically do. But this week, I may not be able to because of a work situation. For the first time in 3 games, Scotty Barnes at the line. And showing no signs of rust by making the first. Raptors play tomorrow? Do I have the wrong... Oh, I have the wrong... sorry. I'm on the wrong week in my calendar. All right. The Raptors do play tomorrow. Apologies. They play at 7 against Cleveland. I may not be able to stream tomorrow at 5. I may have to cancel the happy hour stream because of work. In fact, I'm going to say right now I'm probably going to cancel it. No, I could do... I could do it at 6 and then, like... I could roll it into offensive foul for the Raptors. I could do it at 6 and roll it into the... No, the stream's at 6:20. Yeah, I'm going to say right now it's looking... It's looking like we're canceling. Apologies, but it looks like we're going to have to cancel the happy hour stream tomorrow. So no Monday stream tomorrow because of work and because of the Raptors game, which I will be streaming for the Raptors game. Clowney, oh my God. He absolutely crammed it on Mamu there. Good Lord, he punched that. Get him back. Barnes at the rim. Maybe fouled again. No call. This time there's a call, and Barnes will head back to the line. There's no way Serge Ibaka is not cooked. We don't need no Serge Ibaka. Surprise your girl, take her to a one-of-a-kind show next week. Yeah. Our one-of-a-kind show is moving into our new apartment. We ain't going anywhere. Barnes line misses the first free throw. How do I watch NBA games? If it's on Sportsnet, I go to Sportsnet website. If it's on TSN, I go to TSN's website. I have both. And free throw drops for Barnes on the second attempt. First one does not go, so it's 63-56 Raptors. 1 minute to go in the first half. Claxton to Porter. Back to Claxton. Now in the corner, Zaire Williams. Travel. That deflected. Dioman for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound tip to Ingram, who gets it out to Quickly. Getting to the rim and slips and turns it over. Not sure what happened there. Look, he just slipped. Porter, other side. Blocked by Barnes. Huge rejection under the rim. Here's Barnes going at Clowney. Euro step, and he is blocked. It's knocked out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Ho, ho, ho. Want a goaltending, but no. If I miss Biyombo, no. But Biyombo would be a decent name as a third-string center. What's he up to these days? Isn't he playing for the Spurs, I think? Yeah, he's on the Spurs. I don't know how much they use him. I don't feel like they use him a lot. Yeah, I don't use him a lot. So if he becomes available, maybe third string. Murray Boyles rising up and throwing down. Nice play. 13 on the game clock. Final possession of the half goes to Brooklyn. At least one of the last real possession. Powell Defended well by Quickly, and I thought he did, but a foul's called. They'll send Powell to the line in this 9-point game. Murray Willis was just wide open under the rim on that inbound. That was pretty poor defense. Powell at the line. Free throw is good. Ingram. Shot at the buzzer doesn't go, so the Raptors will take a 65-58 lead into the halftime period. All right. That will do it for the first. I'm going to take my standard few-minute break at the start of the half. Going to get some water, go to the bathroom, refresh a little bit. When I come back, I'll take you through the box scores from the first half, We'll go through all the stats. We'll discuss what went well, what didn't. And then we'll have the second half. Lots of great stuff on the way. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please remember to have hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Raptors content right here on the channel. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Let's jump into the box score from the first half. Raptors in the ascendancy, up 65-58. Started the game on a 12-0 run. Brooklyn done well to hang around since then. And it's still a competitive game overall. Raptors shooting the three ball extremely well today. Bigger reason why they are in the lead. Shooting the ball well. They're shooting the ball decently well. Interior scoring has been great. But the three ball's working, which is good for the advantage here overall. A bit sloppy with turnovers in the second quarter. 4 turnovers compared to 2 by Brooklyn in that second quarter, getting a few extra offensive rebounds. Doing it better with free throws now. We've gone up to 16 free throw attempts. We've made 15 of those 16 free throw attempts, so very clinical by the Raptors, and they've limited the amount of time they fouled Brooklyn in that second quarter. But Brooklyn came on a little bit stronger offensively in the end. So similar shooting stats. Raps a little bit better with free throws. Have hit a few more threes. That's why they're winning. As from a box score perspective, rather, Michael Porter Jr. playing well for the Nets. Noah Clowney playing well. Tyrese Martin off the bench, providing some good stuff with 13 points. As for the Raptors, it's a very diplomatic offense. It's very communist, one might say. They're sharing around the points. You've got Barrett on 12, leading the way, and then you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You've got 6 players on 7 or more points, and then you've still got Emmanuel quickly on 5. Jamal Shedd's got 3. Ibaji's got 4. Murray Boyle's got a couple. Like, they're just spreading around the offense as usual with the Darko Rajakovic system. Brandon Ingram kind of struggling tonight. He's 3 of 11. Hopefully can pick it up in the second half. RJ Barrett 3 of 6 with 12 points. And Mahmoud doing pretty well as a starter, filling in for Jakob Poeltl, who is out for injury management. Barnes on 9 points. He's got 9, 4, and 4. Doing so, like, not inefficiently. Doesn't feel like Barnes has, like, really lit up the game so far. It just feels like we're still waiting for him to kind of break this one open a tiny bit. But, I mean, still, he's got under the radar, from my perspective, and has 9, 4, and 4. So, that's pretty good, and maybe I'm being a little bit picky. Good to see Walter off the bench playing well once again. I think he had 11 the other day. No, he had 11 against Philly. I forget what he had last game. Anyways, he's been better lately. He's been the first guy off the bench for the Raptors, and he's 3 of 3 tonight. Grady Dick doing pretty well. Raptors continue to win his minutes. All 10 players in rotation today in the positive for Toronto so far. As for Brooklyn, well, they've only got a couple players in the positive, so definitely a game the Raptors should win. Just got to get it done. Got to take care of business and get the job done. Celtics seem to sign former Raptors players. Don't give them floor time. Brissett didn't play much either. Brissett was on the Pacers for a bit in between, but I guess like the players that get cut by the Raptors been bad for a while. And if you get cut by the Raptors, you're probably just not very good, because if you were good, you wouldn't get cut by a bad team. So Boston's just filling out the end of rotation. They're a top-heavy team. And the rotation guys probably aren't going to stick very long. Boucher went there and was like supposed to be a starter at first, but he's like getting DNPs now. Just crazy the amount. Like, people were like gassing up like how big Boucher could be for a team. It's like, come on, man. It'd be sweet if he got a Christmas game. I don't mind, like, Christmas games are cool, but like the Raptors are never gonna get a Christmas game. They've had 2, I think, in their history. Most recently, they got it after winning the championship. It was like you had to give the reigning champs one, and they got destroyed by the Celtics. Ruined Christmas. No, I don't mind not playing. I mean, I enjoy not having to sweat out a Raptors game on Christmas. It's fine with me. As for the other games, I watch a bit of Christmas Day NBA. NFL's kind of dethroned my Christmas Day sports watching experience, so it'd be nice, but I'm not too bothered about no Christmas Day games for the Raptors. Why are they showing Jay's highlights to me right now? Oh, you're going to make me upset. Make me upset. Hogtown Boys, if you can't live stream a game, I will take over, but it'll be totally done in Morse code. Yeah, I don't think we do that. And then MSJ puts something in Morse code. Let's see what this means. Morse code translator. Let's see if this is actual text. It is not. It's just gibberish. Imagine being able to understand Morse code. Like, it's just crazy. Is that even like a viable language anymore? Does anyone in the world use it strategically? I guess I could just Google. Is Morse code still used today? Yes. It is used by amateur radio operators, okay, in certain military and intelligence applications, and in aviation for identifying navigation beacons. Okay, well, there you go. Still used to this day. Interesting. I don't understand why. Why is Morse code used? Oh, I haven't taken the door shot. I should do that, eh? Simple, robust system for transmitting messages. Oh, it's just when there's no other poor radio connections or words. Okay, I understand. We should do the door shot. Wow, Celtics destroying the Magic, 80-57.5. Good grief. All right, let's do the door shot. We've made 2 of the last 4. We missed the last one. We've made 2 of the last 4. We were heating up a little bit, but we're back down to earth a little bit. Maybe with that last one. Let's get a good one here today, hopefully. And I hope to make one more before I move out of this place. All right, here we go. I don't have a light on here. All right, let's do this. Damn, that was close. That was not. We'll leave the ball there. Damn. That was close, man. Fuck. Well, we dropped to 2-13 on the season. I'm still happy with where we're at. We got 2 makes. I'm more than happy with where we're at, but fuck, just didn't drop for today. Good effort. We're coming close. We're gonna get another one soon. Please live stream women's bowling and darts. I don't know much about women's bowling. I know very much about darts. I know like everything there is to know. So I could, I guess, in another universe, I'd be streaming darts. But that's a lot of streaming. That's a long day of streaming. I'm happy just to watch as a fan instead. Ah, damn. So close there. 2-13. We go again next time, which is tomorrow. As a reminder, tomorrow I don't think you'll get a Raptors Happy Hour stream because I am working late. Sorry. I would stream if I could, but I can't, so I won't. I gotta figure out food for the week. I got meal prep tonight. I gotta figure out what the hell I'm eating all week. I'm moving out at the end of the week, so I don't want to have to buy any more food. Maybe like protein bar. Maybe protein bar is the way to go. They're like so fucking expensive though. Maybe I'll buy a protein bar on the way to work. That'll be my snack. Anyways, you don't care about that. Eat the fridge week is what it is. And then probably some takeout this week, which is a rarity for me. First half trends, what they mean. Raptors' offensive edge comes from hot perimeter shooting. Yes, it's been the shooting tonight. But I haven't been great overall finishing. Hopefully, and better in this half. Because Brooklyn are hanging, man. You give them some opportunities. Got to take some further advantage of some of these. Anyways, here we go. Second half about to begin. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you are enjoying the stream so far, please make sure you've hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Keep up to date with all of the content. Okay, here we go. 120 people watching. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button. We're 10 away from 50. 65-58. We are underway for the second half. RJ to the rim and spills away, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line. So, JR, 2 for 13. What needs to improve in your game tonight? Like, nothing. I'm pretty thrilled with 2 of 13. Just need to keep doing what I'm doing for the next week, and hopefully I'll hit one more before I move out. But no, I mean, I'm happy to have even hit one, let alone 2. So I'm fine with where we're at. At the new apartment, we'll see what the door shot looks like. It may not even be a door, to be honest. It's going to be a wall, I think, at the new place. We're going to need a new name. Or just keep it for the vibes. Agram nearly with the steal on Clowney, but the foul's called. 67-58 Raptors. Early stages of the second half. Or is it a foul? Bro, it's foul in Brooklyn, sorry. Oh, Brooklyn. Jay gonna need to change of scenery. I don't. I'm making him now. I'm good here. I don't want to move. So I'm fucking pissed. They kicked us out of this. They didn't kick us out. They raised our rent by 10%. And said, so I messaged them. I emailed them. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, 10% is a ridiculous raise on rent. I know it. You're allowed to do it because we're not rent controlled, but 10% is ridiculous. And it is not in line at all with the current market in downtown Toronto. And then they basically politely told me to go fuck myself. So I said, okay, we're moving out. They listed the apartment and said, okay, we may have to do some viewings. We may have some apartment viewings. Wow, Ingram. Ridiculous for you there. They said we may have some apartment viewings, which you'll need to be ready for as you get ready to move out. I said, no problem. We've had 0. Nobody has come to look at the apartment. In fact, they initially listed the apartment for $200 less per month than they told us we had to pay when they raised our rent. And since then, they have only decreased the rent further and further because nobody is fucking taking it because they're overpricing it. Now, it's only just above the price we are currently paying for the apartment. And now they have to go through the process of finding a new tenant and that whole shit. They could have just, kept the same tenants who haven't done anything wrong for the last 15, 16 months. All very dumb situation that could have been avoided. I said it to them. I said that we can make this a whole lot easier for both of us. You don't have to find a new tenant. We don't have to find a new apartment. It's very easy. This is just ridiculous how much you're raising it. Nope, they said fuck you. So moving now. And bigger, we found a bigger apartment and a cheaper apartment. So we're all fine. Fuck them. I'm pissed, though. I'm truly pissed. When I saw how little they were listing it for, I was vexed, man. As you can tell. Anyways, back to the game. 70-60 for Raptors. Yegor Dioman for 3. No good. Barnes hauls in the rebound and carries it up the floor for Toronto. Hands it off to Quickly. Thought about the three. This time he'll take it. Got Porter to bite on the pump fake, but cannot get the three to fall. Tough night so far for Quickly. I think he's 1 of 6 tonight. Dioman to Mann. Under the rim. Double comes from Barnes. Kicks out to Dioman. Wide open for 3 and gets his first make of the night. I think there's an inertia problem with your mini basketball setup. Have you tried bank shots? Not really. But it is on a weird angle. Yeah. I have not really dove into banking it, to be honest. Maybe I should have thought about that. In the new apartment, it's going to be. I'm visualizing what I want the stream setup to look like, and I'm visualizing a very awkward angle bank shot as the best situation. I hope that apartment sits vacant for a long time. Yeah, me too. I mean, if they think I'm fucking going out of my way to, make it spotless, they got another fucking thing coming, man. I'm going to do the bare minimum so I don't get fined. Like, just fuck, man. Damn, that dude lost his popcorn courtside. That's expensive. That's an expensive little treat to lose. Show a replay of that. How did he lose it? Third time moving in 2.5 years. It's awful. I hate moving. Almost. This time next week, hopefully everything's going smoothly. Everything's in the new apartment and everything's okay. Damn, they spill a drink too. They spilled the drink and popcorn. There's a guy who's like not moving his feet. Move your feet out of the way. Did Terrence Mann steal some popcorn? Are they saying Terrence Mann took some popcorn? I have no idea what's going on. Anyways, there's a spill and there's popcorn everywhere. They're cleaning it up, and then we'll be back underway here. How'd my sister move into her house? Wasn't fun. I empathize you. Yeah, house is crazy. I mean, that's a lot. At least mine's an apartment. No elevator though, which sucks. It's a lower unit, so it's just one flight of stairs. But hopefully everything fits through the door. That's true. If you're sitting courtside, you don't got to worry about spending $10 on popcorn. Imagine being able to exist with the bliss of just like, I've hung out with rich people before, and just the bliss they can exist with. They can just go to a restaurant and fucking just buy what they want. They just order what they want. It was just such crazy living to me. I'm always sweating over, okay, I want this sandwich, but fuck me, $27. I may as well just get the burger for $21 type thing, right? Oh, geez. $2 for the dip I want on the side? I don't know. I think I'll pass on that. Then there's other people I was hanging out with. They had like a bottle of wine for the table we were sipping on. They were talking about other wines. They're like, we're like, I've never had that before. Hey, should we order a bottle of it then? I'm like, what? If you want. And they just ordered it so we could try it. Just crazy to live like that. Quickly to the rim, doesn't go. That's not how I live. Everything's constantly sweating about it. One day, maybe. Clowney under the rim, blocked by Barnes. Raptors in a game here, up by 5. Quickly to Ingram. Driving past Porter. Swinging out to Barnes. And his pass is deflected out. Raptors have the ball on the sideline with 12 to go on the game clock. We have, I think that's it's Curtin Patel. I think that's Mr. Bro's other account, if I'm not mistaken. Sending over a super chat. Thank you so much for sending that in. Appreciate that. I'm not like begging for money with my spiel about hanging out with rich people, by the way. That's not what I meant, but thank you nonetheless. Merely just a depiction of that's wealth. That is wealth to me. Being able to go to a restaurant and just ordering, not worrying about the number on the side of the item. Just, that looks good. I'm going to get that. That's rich. Mamu underneath the rim. Can't finish. Got a good look. And it's getting a little bit uncomfortable now. Raptors only up 5. Brooklyn has never led. They did tie it briefly, 17-17. I think it was 14-14 as well. But they did tie it in the first quarter. They have not led, though. Dioman for 3, way off the mark. And Claxton saves it, throws it off quickly. And they have 4 seconds in the shot clock. Good hustle play there by Claxton. Porter for 3. Tough shot, in and out. And a loose ball foul called against the Raptors, so Brook can get the ball right back. And again, it's a bit uncomfortable here with the scoreline. Raptors thought they could kind of walk through this one, and they've been really good in second halves of games. But tonight has not been the case so far for this third quarter. Yeah, it's probably foul. Inbound stolen by Barrett, running the floor and throwing it down. Nice play there by Barrett. Raptors needed that. He is slow to walk back, though. Looks like he hurt himself, but Mamu gets the steal. He runs the floor, and he misses the layup. Can this guy not just dunk the fucking basketball? Raptors will need a timeout to get RJ Barrett off. He is hurt. I think he is heading to the locker room. I mean, how many missed layups the last 2 days for Mamu? RJ looks, he's walking on his own power. Looks a little shaken up here. Hopefully nothing too serious. I can't quite tell what happened. I think it's how he landed after the dunk. I don't know, but a good opportunity for points went begging there as Mamu missed his transition layup. Put off by Dioman maybe slipping underneath him, but he's got to be able to finish that. We have a new sub here in Srisfield. It was something like that. Thank you so much for subscribing. Whoever it is, welcome to the Amateur Army. I appreciate that. Let's step back up here. Up by 5. It's a little uncomfortable. Hopefully RJ is all right. 16 points. He's leading the way scoring-wise, so we're going to have to pick up the pieces elsewhere here. Hopefully not the first instance of the injury bug really hitting the Raptors. I guess Pirtle's missed some time, but why are they showing Blue Jays commercials? Why? I don't want to have to watch a Blue Jays World Series fucking montage every commercial break. Raptors saving manager for Cleveland. I mean, Pirtle's not playing, and he's not playing because about the game tomorrow. But we should still be a little bit more comfortable in this one. Mamu was great the other day. He was like maybe the best player on the floor, but he just missed so many easy shots. It was strange. I don't want to see no fucking Blue Jays playoff montage. I am not ready for that. Oh, that's going to haunt me forever. For the rest of my life. To be haunted by that. Shit. I think we're dealing with some lag here. I apologize if we are. Sorry if it's bad connection. I'll just try and push through it here. We're back up to normal now, but it could fall back. Okay, maybe just a flicker there, a bad connection. I think we might be good now. We have Barnes on the line. I think we're good for the time being. Won't worry about it for a sec. $74-67 after Barnes nails both free throws. Porter. Defended by Walter. Clowney now. Hands off to Diomand. Guarded by Shed. Sticking with him. Kick out to Clowney, and he loses it. At about 74-67 in favor of the Raptors. Clowney going to the line for the Nets. Raptors have Shed, Walter, Ingram, Barnes, and Murray Boyles on the floor. Kind of missing Jakob Poeltl tonight, but understandable for the injury management aspect that he's not in today, but would have been nice to have him. Shed, bringing the ball up the floor. Murray Boyles has it. Now Barnes. Attacking the paint, going off the glass, missing. And the rebound is tipped over the net out of bounds. So Brooklyn in a 5-point game here. When's his house dinner tonight? I haven't had dinner yet. I'm going to have dinner after the stream. I had a big lunch, so just a smoothie before the Raptors game. I had a big late lunch, so dinner later. Claxton to Porter for 3. It's a 2-point game. We are right here. They are right here with us. Raptors have some work to do. Barnes attacking. Putting it up. No good again. Porter with the rebound. And a chance for Brooklyn to tie or take the lead. They have not led tonight. They have not been tied since it was 17-17. Barnes digs in on defense. Gets the steal. Walter other way. Finding a lane, and no, he's stripped. Here come Brooklyn. Man, Raptors hustle back. Diomand, closed down by Shed. Back up top to Man. Man, trying to work on Shed. Good defense here. Spinning away for a tough 2. Doesn't go. Ingram with a big rebound past Claxton. Nice job on the glass. Ingram, you got to lean on him now. Long 2 for Ingram. Doesn't go. His tough night continues. He has 4 of 14 in this one. 2 of 11 in this quarter. Offense has just gone cold. Brooklyn haven't even done anything spectacular. Raptors just gone cold here. Porter, tied up by Barnes. Good foul. They'll send him to the line. Raptors definitely didn't lose wing defense when Barrett went out. They lost a lot of offense, but I wouldn't say they lost wing defense. No. So I change in score. So a Brooklyn 3 has been changed to a Brooklyn 2. So the Raptors leaded by 3, but Porter just hit the first free throw to bring it back to 74-72. Need a Gatorade or something, man. Porter at the line comes up good with both. 1-point game. A lot of work to do for Toronto. Grady Dick in the corner. Drives, nice fine to Walter, who throws it down with authority. Excellent play from Grady Dick. Attacking the closeout extremely well from the corner. Nice cut by Walter. And the Raptors put two more up on the board. Claxton inside. Moving past few Raptors players and finishing. So it's back to a 1-point game. Shed getting to the rim, fighting his way inside, drawing the foul. He will head to the line. Nearly got the and one to fall, but Raptors ball on the sideline. Or Raptors free throws for Jamal Shed. Grady Dick not lighting up the stat sheet or the box score this season, but has continued. The Raptors continue to do well with his minutes. And the spacing there is a good indication of why. They have to be really aggressive. He's a +6 tonight for the Raptors. We have Jamal Shed at the line, missing the first. Hopefully second one coming up. We have an update on RJ here. Right knee sprain. Did they say he's coming back? Who is branding of his girlfriend? Isn't it? It's Glorilla. Isn't it a rapper? I'm gonna try to find an update. It's only a sprain, which is good. Did they say he's not coming back? He will not come back. It's a knee sprain, which is not good. RJ Barrett out for this game. A knee sprain with a game tomorrow. I would be a little surprised if he played tomorrow. You don't really want to mess with the knees. So, possible RJ out tomorrow as well as the rest of today. Jacoby Walter rising up here, finishing on the 3-ball. Raptors lead by 5 again. RJ landed awkwardly on his knee, going for a fast break dunk earlier on in the third. Left the game immediately, and he will not return. It is a sprain on his knee, and I'm going to assume he will not play tomorrow. As Martin drills a 3 for the Nets, it's back to a 2-point game. The Raptors got to find a way to come through the rest of this game without 2 of their starters. Pirtle out for the entire game due to injury management. RJ Barrett picks up an injury in the game and is out for the remainder of it. Shed for 3. Big shot. Spills in and out. Unlucky. Batted out of bounds by Day'Ron Sharp. So it'll be Raptors ball at the baseline. Work to do for Toronto. Brooklyn making it much more uncomfortable than we would have thought it would be. Raptors favored by 12 points coming into tonight. Ingram spinning off of Williams, fade away for 2, and it doesn't go. Ingram's tough night continues. He's 4 of 15. Just can't get anything to fall as normal. Brooklyn with it. Chance to tie or take the lead again. They have not been tied since the first. They have not led in this game at all. Martin, stolen by Grady Dick. Has Shed running the floor. A really poor pass takes away a fast break look. Walter for 3, though. 3 points worth more than 2. It works out just fine. Shed to Walter, who knocks down another 3. I think he's up to 16 points. Yeah, 16 for Walter. That must be a season high. Putting that tough start to the season to bed, it would seem, for his last few games. Walter on track to closing the game, I think, as well. Offensive foul against Brooklyn drawn by Jamal Shed. Raptors starting to hopefully find some momentum. Timeout is called now. Jacoby Walter, hello. Where has this been all season? All right. 2:08 to go in the third. Raptors in a decently uncomfortable spot here, only up by 5. Brooklyn have hung around, and to their credit, are making life difficult for Toronto. I mean, Walter's been getting plenty of minutes. That hasn't wavered. And keeping Battle off the floor, it would seem. Ochai Agbaji doing the same thing. Battle completely out of rotation with Agbaji back healthy. We will see what change happens tomorrow if RJ Barrett doesn't go. I'm going to assume Grady Dick would start, but I'm not sure he would. Raptors offense stalled without RJ. I mean, it wasn't looking good when he was on. I wouldn't say RJ coming out is the reason the score is close. It was close with him. This can be a season-defining win. I wouldn't say win against Brooklyn would be season-defining. I wouldn't go that far. Maybe a tomorrow without Barrett would be impressive. I wouldn't call it season-defining. Franchise-defining, monumental win against the 3-12 Brooklyn Nets. No, I disagree that this would be anything close to season-defining. Let's just go and win it and keep it moving. Yeah, it could be Jacoby tomorrow, but Grady Dick, they've been doing really well in his minutes. I think it'll be Grady Dick who starts. Also, more experience as a starter. Seriously? Seriously. This would not be a season-defining win. Be a pretty bad loss to lose this game, quite honestly, even without Barrett. Good to see the players showing love to the fans. Courtside pregame. That's nice. I guess it could be Agbaji. Agbaji has started a game, I think, already this season. It could be Agbaji. Kind of keep the rhythm with Grady Dick off the bench. I can see as well. There's a few ways they could go, I guess. He's been poor, though. I don't know. He's been poor, so I prefer to go with Grady Dick. I could see them going Agbaji, though. Shed off the rim and no good on the time after the timeout. Raptors 83-78 to the good here. Powell to Sharp. Now Clowney. Outside to Powell. Spinning and stolen by Walter. Another big play by Jacoby. Transition 3. Heat check. Doesn't go. That was a fucking heat check, man. Good Lord. Maybe not the best decision for him, but he's got the hot hand, so hot hand open 3. You know, I can respect the heat check. I can respect the heat check. He got the steal. He earned it. I can respect it. Martin to the rim doesn't go. Hall's in his own miss. Also doesn't go. Then Barnes comes down with it this time. Outlets to Walter. He's going to go across the court to Shed. 3. Front rim. But a foul. Technical against Jordy Fernandez. So we'll give a free throw to the Raptors. Well, Shed hasn't shot the ball well today, as he's 0-3. 0-3 for Shed, 4-15 for Ingram, 3-9 for Barnes, so it's been a bit cold for the Raptors. Walter, though, 6 of 7, thankfully. Raptors shooting only 41% in this game. They are making tough work of this Brooklyn Nets team. You would not have expected that coming into tonight, but they are fighting through the shooting slump. They're hitting enough threes to compensate. But a better team would have punished them tonight. But it isn't, so just go and try to win this one. So Raptors get the technical free throw to fall. They're up by 6, and Powell will inbound for the Nets. 50 seconds to go in the third. Let's finish strong. Finish strong. Shed playing like one of the better backup point guards in the league. He must be. I mean, he's playing well. Not racking up tons of points per game, but like he's been running things really well. It's been impressive. Foul against Abaji in the corner on Zaire Williams on the 3. Yeah, Shed's always given you a positive impact on offense. He's diming. Threes have fallen enough for him. His defense is fantastic. We know that. Let's see if this was the rip through. So it was not a shooting foul. It was on the rip through there. So side out of bounds. 35 seconds to go in the third. Shot clock, game clock separated by 10.5. Uba, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. She's averaging 10 assists per 36. That's great. That is great. The Nets beat the Celtics last game. Yeah, it was a horrible loss for the Celtics. It'd be a bad loss for us. It'd be a horrible loss. At home, you're 1-6 in a row. You're second in the East. These are the games you got to win. Let's go win it. Only a 4-point game. Shed fouled by Powell. Is that bonus? I don't think so. Oh, yes, it is. Shed will head to the line with that. And Raptors will have a chance to get possession back as well in this quarter. Not the ideal situation for the Raptors. Would have liked the opportunity to rest some players today ahead of the second night of the back-to-back tomorrow against the Cavs. Have not been able to do that, and I've lost RJ Barrett to injury, so hopefully no more insult to injury with a potential loss. Let's go win. My dog has come to join me. Hey, buddy. Hi. All right, 85-80, 1 of 2 from the line for Shed. Good look here for Sharp. Going up and finishing. It's a 3-point game. Raptors have 14 seconds to add on to their slender advantage. 6 seconds. Shed. To Barnes. Out to, no, fake pass. Spin for 2. What a shot at the buzzer. And Scotty Barnes extends the advantage to 5. Good way to end off the quarter. I like it. Doing some chatting with Murray Boyles. All right. 4th quarter on the way, and it's going to be a tight one. I'm going to quickly head out to go to the bathroom, get some more water. When I come back, it's 4th quarter time. Do not go anywhere. Alrighty. Fourth quarter time. Time to get it done. Really, really poor quarter there by the Raptors. Going to have to fix up here. They lead 87-82. They are not scoring well at all in this one. Very inefficient night as a whole. Raptors shooting a mere 42% from three compared to 48% by Brooklyn. Work to do. Shot clock winding down for Porter, and he drills a tough three. Wow. My goodness. I hope the Utah live streamers would have jazz for their intro music. I don't know. Jazz is not popular to Utah, so I don't know. Grady Dick for three on the other side. Misses. Abaji rebound, puts it in. The only reason the Jazz are called the Utah Jazz is because the New Orleans Jazz moved to Utah decades ago, and they moved so close to the season that they didn't have time to change the name to anything else. Obviously, New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz, as Brooklyn get another two there. It was a great name. New Orleans Jazz, awesome name with ties to the city. But they moved too close to the season to change the name, and they just kept it. And have kept it ever since, even though the Utah has nothing to do with Jazz. Oh, awesome offensive rebound by Barnes to put it back in. And 91-87. This is definitely a game you're supposed to win. Raptors got to go do it because you can't be giving up freebies like this when you want to make the playoffs. That's what it is. Martin for three. Martin has been excellent. 21 points for him tonight. Raptors in some trouble here. Quickly to Abaji. Now Grady. Up fake. Step back three. Oh, what a shot. And what a moment to do it for Grady Dick. Raptors having to do it here. Raptors having to do it here without Pirtle, who's resting tonight, and Barrett, who exited the game earlier on. People suggest Grizzlies and Jazz should change name. Yeah, I mean, Memphis kept their name from Vancouver, I guess. I mean, just too much branding and marketing and image that has gone into it. Like, it would you can't do it. You wouldn't be able to swap names with somebody. But the Jazz probably should have changed their name a while ago, but they haven't, so it's just stuck. That's who they are. 94-90. Sharp to Martin. Back to Sharp. Down low to Michael Porter Jr. Driving past Barnes. Lobbing up to Sharp, who misses the dunk, but he's fouled. That should be on the floor, to be honest, if it was a lob. Is it a shooting foul? Sometimes lobs aren't shooting fouls. Sometimes they are. I don't know, man. I really don't. (94-91). Sharp at the line. I hear them talking about reversing the Yegor Denim 3, which became a 2. I'm hearing they may have reversed it back to a 3 now. I have no idea. I don't see it on the scoreboard. I see 94-91, so if the score changes, that will be why. But as it stands currently, the Raptors lead by 3. Quickly's here, stepping back from the elbow and missing long on the mid-range jumper. Raptors have Quickly, Grady Dick, Jacoby Walters, Scotty Barnes, and Ochai Agbaji on the floor. Small lineup here. Sharp looking to take advantage. Kick out to Martin, who's been excellent tonight. This 3 is good again. He ties the game at 94. First time it's been tied since it was 17-17. And not the night for some poor performances individually by the Raptors. We need people to step up in the fourth. Quickly's 1 of 8. Ingram's 4-15. Not the night to have a rough night. And Brooklyn of all teams making us pay. When you shoot 43% from the field, that's going to happen. Brooklyn have played a good game today, and this would be a bad loss. This would be a really bad loss. I wouldn't say the Nets are red hot. I mean, they're shooting a respectable percentage, but I wouldn't say they're red hot. I think this game has more to do with how poorly we've played. I mean, granted, they've dug in defensively. They set up a game plan to restrict some of the interior game for the Raptors, and it's worked. They've loaded up inside. They've dared some shots to go. The shots were falling earlier. They're not falling anymore. Brooklyn have played a pretty good game, but we've played poorly and need to be better. And this is a big one to win because tomorrow's going to be tough for sure. I mean, they went kind of a floor spacing lineup here to maybe combat it a bit, but they're just too thin inside. No Mamu or Murray Boyles here, I think is not the right choice. I think one of them has to kind of be on. So we'll have to we'll see what they do out of the timeout, but it's a very small line. The Raptors just tried to play, I think, 5-out offense, and it's not really clicking here. Yeah, I was not expecting a Tyrese Martin legacy game tonight, that's for sure. I'd try to take out a Baji for CMB in this lineup. I will see what they do here. Tyrese Martin, sorry. 5 of 8 from 3. Come on, man. Tied at 94. I don't know if this is who they are who we thought they were. Raps aren't playing well tonight. Bad games happen, and any team in the NBA can make you pay. I think Brooklyn are truly awful, but it's 94-94. So Mamu's in. They have Quickly, Abaji, Grady, Ingram, and Mamu. That's the 5 right now. Ingram looking to get his night going. Finishes inside. Finally a make for Ingram. 5 of 16 tonight. Looking to claw back up on the field goal percentages and, more importantly, help the Raptors win tonight. 96-94. Martin. Defended by Quickly. That's looked good tonight. You wouldn't know this is one of the worst teams in the NBA. They've looked solid tonight. Clowney fouled by Mamu, who wants a challenge. I don't think they're going to challenge for you, unfortunately, Mamu. Clowney at the line. Free throw is up and good. Second free throw on the way. Also good. Tied up again at 96. All right, time to step up. Time for the big hitters to step up, like Brandon Ingram. We got the game breakers to win this game. Ingram just got fouled. They didn't call it. Here he is with it. One-on-one with MPJ. Driving to the rim and loses it on the pass. It's turned over. (96-96). Just out turnover. Like they have 15 turnovers to our 8. Oh, big steal by Quickly, running the floor and throwing it down. Big play for the Raptors. Get back in the lead. Yeah, just tonight, it's a make or miss league. The Raptors have not made enough shots. That's what it's coming down to here. Quickly working on Martin, who's getting to the rim and missing nearly an and one, but he's going to go to the line to make it up there. And fouls coming in early for Brooklyn. Not a good sign for Toronto. Yeah, I would. Typically, they have gone for Mamu and CMB together in backup minutes, but I don't know if it's changed just because Pirtle's out. It does feel a little small to my taste. I agree. But hopefully we can rectify that to end it off. 5 fouls for Quickly. This is very worrying. Quickly's on 5 fouls. RJ's out of the game with an injury. Pirtle rested tonight. This is a problem. I'm not feeling too good about this. Martin ties it up at 98. I'm not feeling too good about this right now. Ingram to Shed. Driving under the rim of Baji. Reverse layup doesn't go. Brooklyn a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. Clowney to Dioman. Now Clowney for 3. Air ball. Oof. 7 to go. Raptors back on the ball. Shed to Ingram. To Shed. Getting to the rim. Nice pump fake and drive. Great take there. $198 for the Raptors. They get a steal. Get it out. Get it to Ingram. Got to pass quicker than that. Ingram to Abaji under the rim. He's fouled. All right. Forcing more turnovers. Not doing enough with them. We're like double in the turnover category. Positively. We're half, I guess you could say. Come on. First team to 100 wins 94% of the last decade. Yeah. Because if you're winning by a lot, you're first to 100. If you're winning, you're winning the game. You're usually gonna be, first to 100. And then in 50-50 games, there's, sometimes it's random teams get to 100 first. It's not a stat I would put a lot of credence to for a situation like this. Yeoman to Clowney under the rim. It's a foul, man. You can't jump in like that. That's a foul. It's a foul. Like, it's obviously a foul, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's a foul. Clowney, free throw is good. Grady's being wasted. What are you talking about? He's getting loads of minutes. Abaji checking out. Positive sign. He's played a little bit better than he has been. He's played a little better tonight than he has been lately. He's chipped in a little, at the very least. But still leaving a bit to be desired. Cloudy, ties it up at the line. Okay, strategy. How are we going to finish this game? So we have Shed, Grady, Ingram, Mamu, and Barnes. Get to find someone to close instead of Barrett. I'm wondering if it will be Murray Boyles, who has closed well this season. Walter has not played for a bit. It might be Walter who comes in to close as well. And I think Grady did. Is Grady he's finding a spot on the floor. So Grady will inbound. Raptors tied at 100 here. A lot of work to do. Ingram, baseline J is good. Hopefully he's starting to heat up. $102, $100. Defense, I felt like we've just been a little bit suspect just from the size. Haven't played many big lineups. No Pirtle tonight. I mean, clearly the Raptors defense is worse without Pirtle. That's a big miss. But lineups haven't been to my incredible liking today. Another easy make inside for Brooklyn. Just not a lot of resistance at the rim by Toronto. Tied at 102. Brooklyn have never led in this game. Grady Dick to Shed. Now inside to Barnes. What a pass by Shed. Wow, what a pass. Absolute dime to Barnes, who scores easily to restore the advantage. Dioman, long two over Mamu. Back rim in the hands of Grady Dick. Outlet. No outlet. They're going to slow it down. Slow it right down. Entering the clutch. Last 5 minutes, 2-point game. We're in the clutch. Shed looking for a pass, and nothing comes, so he has to drive. Kicks to Mamu in the corner. Good look for three. It doesn't fall. Rebound. Bounces around and goes out of bounds off of, I think it was Claxton. They call it Brooklyn ball. I mean, if Barnes is that confident, he could ask for a challenge right now. He is not asking for a challenge, which would make it seem like it was off of him. Damn. Good look from Mamu. Let's see what this came off of. I'm going to assume it came off Barnes based on the reaction. Cannot tell based on that angle, so I have no idea. They're not going to challenge, so I'm sure they would if they thought they would win it. 104, 102. Worry about tomorrow. Worry about today. Win your game today. Fuck the minutes and rest. You know, Pearl's not playing whatever, but you got to win this game. Brooklyn have tied it again. So it's Shed, Walter, Ingram, Barnes, and Mamu. I would assume Quickly will come back in for Shed in a bit, but it's foul trouble for Quickly that's keeping him out. So they're not going to close extra big. They're going to roll with this lineup here for a little bit. Shed, no good, but he's fouled. Barnes was going to put it back, but it'll be a foul, so Shed has to go earn them from the line. I should, mute the word bull in the chat. Bull, the idea of bull is great. And then it's great until you see him play basketball and realize he's not very good at it. Free throw for Shed is good. Quickly is going to check back in at the next opportunity, but cannot here because Shed is the one taking the free throws. Bobo's not bad. He's just bad, and signing him wouldn't help us. (106, 104). Up two. Porter turning the corner. Kicking out to Dioman. Long three. Good contest. Air ball. 5 on the shot clock. Claxton with it. Backing down Mamu. Hand up. And it does not go. Good defense. And Mamu gets the rebound. Tips it to Walter. Raptors lead 2. Timeout Raptors. Okay. Calling time, I think, to get the sub in. They want to get Quickly in, and they will get him in now. 106, 104. What? My dog is sleeping here. Well, not sleeping now. What? Need a belly rub? I'm working. I can't. Hi, buddy. Wanna come say hi? Come here. No? He wants belly rub. Belly rub. Yep. Sorry, everyone. I know it's tense here, but belly rub. Bulls are really YDKB type of player these days. What would a Trey Murphy trade look like? RJ and 3 picks. Maybe they do that. Nobody's making a big deal about the bull stuff except for you. I'm past it. Gotta worry about it. How did Shedeur play today? They won 24-10. He looked, not terrible when I saw the first quarter and a half. Shedeur. 11 of 20, 209. Not great, was it? But the Raiders are even worse, I guess. How'd I enjoy the Jameis Winston experience? You got the full Jameis experience. Giants cannot win a game, man. It's kind of good for the tank, but how many double-digit fourth-quarter leads are they going to throw away? It's just, I don't know. Part of that's just frustrating. It's good for the draft pick, but it's just frustrating that they can't fucking find a way to win a game. Jameis is fun. Jameis is good vibes. I like Jameis. I hope he can keep him as a backup next year. Great vibes. Shed. Diamond tonight, man. How many assists do you have? Showing off one of the replays there. And 8 assists. Yeah. Impressive. But I think he's out of the game. Raps are going to close with Quickly. Oh, are they not going to? Shed's on the floor still, I think. So are they going to close with Shed, Quickly, Barnes, Ingram, Mamu? You sure don't want any of the Joe Flacco experience back up? I'm pretty sure. So Shed is on the floor. They've taken out Walter. So it's Shed, Quickly, Barnes, Ingram, and Mamu to close. Okay, it's a bit harsh on Walter in my opinion, but we'll see. Quickly for 3. Right back into things. Huge 3 to put the lead up to 5. So they're going to get Quickly in a little bit of an off-ball scenario. Brooklyn called timeout immediately, so we're heading back to commercial. But great play design there, and a little bit off-ball Quickly I think is good to have for the Raptors. And another assist for Shed. That is Shed's, I think that's got to be Shed's 9th assist tonight. Or actually, that's his 8th. Is that his 8th? Maybe it's 9. It's either 8 or 9. It's a lot, no matter what. So I think they have Shed in for just like the composed ball handling, and they want that point of attack defense. Quickly gets a bit more off-ball and is a bigger three-point threat than Walter. You're obviously going to close with Barnes and Ingram. Mamu's your big to finish. I understand. I understand it. What are you chewing on? What are you chewing on? What do you got? You got a stick? Is that too small? All right, you can chew it for a little bit longer, and I'm going to take it because you're gonna choke. Yeah, the non-Pirtle games where you really, really understand how important he is. Another new sub. The NBA Life has subscribed. Welcome to the Amateur Army. I appreciate that a lot. I'm live typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. for Raptors Happy Hour streams, and I'm live for most Raptors games. This week's going to be a little bit trickier with work. I'm going to miss tomorrow's 5 p.m. news stream. I'll be live for the watch-along, though. And I'm going to miss Sunday's game as I will be moving that day. And I will not have a setup to stream with. And I'll be doing other shit. All right. Nick Richards. What the fuck are we talking about? Nick Richards. What are these names you're throwing out? Diomin to Martin. Please not Martin again. Off the mark with the 3. Rebound tip to Quickly. All right. Compose yourselves. Compose yourself. The traits we need, I think, are rim protection out of a big coming in. Or at least, like, energy to play that role somewhat. Ingram. One-on-one with MPJ. This is where he likes to cook. He's got nothing here, though. Except he draws a foul. Whoa! Raptors bailed out big time. You're moving, new studio coming? Yes, unfortunately. I don't think it'll be as slick as this one. I actually really like this one. But it is what it is. Moving. Not a lot of depth, I think, in the new setup. But I'll try to make it look nice. I'll do my best. Shed on the ball here. 2:29 to go for the Raptors. Ingram outside to Quickly for three. Yes, again! Back-to-back threes for Emmanuel Quickly. Raptors lead by 8. Huge 8-0 scoring run for the Raptors. Let's finish strong now. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please make sure you've hit the like button. Goes a long way to supporting the channel. Helps us help bring in new viewers, and I think some viewers are coming for the clutch here. Claxton handoff to MPJ. Now nearly stolen by Barnes. Barnes staying with him. Great defense. Don't foul. Barnes with a steal. Running the floor. Going at Dioman. Misses the layup. Tipped in by Mamu. Raptors by 10. 2 to go. Finish strong. Keep it tight. Dioman long three to keep him in it. No good. Rebound Ingram. Slow it down. Slow it down. .10 run in the biggest moment. Can they get over the line? 114-104. Ingram. Clowney to the defender. Get a fadeaway. Baseline jumper doesn't go. So Brooklyn's still in this a bit. Not quite iced just yet. They're going to have to come up with something, though. Clowney got to look for three. And it goes. The game continues. 7-point lead for the Raptors. Quickly. Dioman defending. Tipped out for a Raptors ball. 12 on the shot clock. Clock can go down to 51 seconds here. Not quite over yet. Definitely not over yet. Wow, that defense by Barnes in that play was incredible. That was incredible. I could get behind Day'Ron Sharpe. That's what I get behind. Quickly in the corner, Shed. Now Mamu got to look for three. Oh, absolutely clutch shooting by the Raptors. Mamu extends the lead back up to 10. I think we're one stop away here. MPJ for three. Air ball. Rebound quickly, and I think that will be just enough. Ingram. Down low. Are they going to foul? Wow. Big time moments. Big time players make big time plays. Quickly with a couple threes. Mama with a big three. Open this game right up. Another new sub coming in. There's Andy Umana. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Appreciate that sub. Appreciate all the new subs we got tonight. If you guys don't know, I'm live for almost every Raptors game. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m., or at least almost every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Missing out on this one, unfortunately, because of work tomorrow. But be back tomorrow for the Raptors game, so we'll be all good. Lots of great content. Shed steal on the inbound, and then turns it back over. Nearly got it to bounce off the Brooklyn players. 119-107. I think the game is over here. Porter puts it in. Will they try to foul? They will not. That is going to do it. The Raptors have found a way to get it over the line in the clutch again. A big run in the clutch, reminiscent of that game against the Philadelphia 76ers where it was super tight late. They go on a run and the game is over. The Raptors lead 119-109 against the Brooklyn Nets. They made it a little bit tougher than they probably thought it would be, but the important part is they get to win. All right, let's stick around for another 10 minutes or so to recap the game and get prepped for tomorrow against the Cavaliers. All right, 119-109 win against the Brooklyn Nets. If you looked at the box score, you'd say, yeah, okay, Raptors win by 10. That is to be expected. Favored by 11 or 12 going into this game. Yeah, of course they're going to win by double digits. But if you watch the game, it was a lot tougher than you would have thought it would be. Raptors kind of scraped to get this far into the fourth quarter. They never trailed in this game, but Brooklyn hung in the game for quite a long time. In the end, though, some clutch three-point shooting vaults the Raptors to this win. They've won 7 in a row. They're second in the Eastern Conference. Good vibes all around, but there are some difficulties with performance that we should discuss. Let's break down what we saw in this game and get you ready for tomorrow's game in the back-to-back. So, 10-point win, like I said. You know, you could have just not watched the game. You could have flicked open the Score app, ESPN app, whatever, and seen 119, 109. Great. Won by 10. But no. Brooklyn may have never led in this game, but the Raptors made some tough work of this one. They have done a great job in third quarters with the Raptors have, coming out with tons of energy and adjusting well and kind of blowing teams away. But that was absolutely not the case tonight. Kind of similar to the last game against the Brooklyn Nets in a way where they just kind of struggled, but that game they started slow and picked it up. This game, they started anything but slow. They started the game on a 12-0 run. Brooklyn eventually tied the game up at 14, I think. And then they tied it up at 17. Then it was not tied again until it was in the 70s or 80s. Like, the Raptors were in pretty good control all the way through, but easily could have let this one slip up. And the main reason for the issues tonight comes from the Raptors' interior scoring. You got to give credit to Brooklyn. They played a good game today. And if you didn't check their record, you wouldn't know they were now 3-13 with the loss. The Raptors struggled a little bit from shooting, too. Brooklyn were able to kind of bog down in the paint. And defensively, the Raptors on the inside struggled in the absence of Jakob Poeltl. Kind of every game you see the Raptors play without Jakob Poeltl is another reminder of how important he is to the team, particularly on defense. And that point is exhausted further when you consider like the backup options. Mamu had a fine game for the Raptors, played well, 12 points plus 11. Good stuff in replacement of Jakob Poeltl, who missed this one due to injury management. But not having that backup rim protector is still a bit of a void I'd like to fill. I don't know where that void can be filled or how it can be filled, but it's just another showcase of that being missing. I thought rotations today weren't the best, considering you already lack size. Raptors tried some small ball lineups that didn't really click for me. But what saved them tonight, when the interior game wasn't great on either end of the floor, what saved them tonight was the three-point shooting. Ignore that. Particularly in the clutch. The Raptors shoot 50% from three. They go 15 of 30 overall from three, which is, I mean, obviously fantastic. They ended up going 24 of 54 from two, which is bad. Which is very bad, and it nearly cost them in this one. In a game without Poeltl, where you don't have that kind of interior threat for some easy buckets, and a game where you lose RJ Barrett to injury in the third quarter, you needed some guys to step up. Ingram didn't have a great game. Quickly didn't have a great game, but Quickly was able to make up for a little bit with his clutch play. Had 2 threes very late to give the Raptors a big lead, kind of propel them to a 10-0 run. He ended the game 4 of 11, 3 of 6 from 3. Again, a little bit masked by that late flurry, but clutch, and we'll take it. Quickly coming through in the big moments. Not Ingram's best, 6 of 18. Had a bigger impact in the clutch at the very least. Barnes, it just felt like it wasn't his typical involvement on offense. 17, 7, 4 is good. 2 steals and 4 blocks is also great. I don't know. Like, the fact that Barnes can kind of fly under the radar and put a stat line up like that is a good sign, because it was great, and he had a big stop late. RJ, like I said, exited the game a little bit earlier on in the third quarter with a knee sprain. Didn't look great, landed awkwardly, non-contact injury. I'm going to assume he'll be out tomorrow against the Cavs. That is going to definitely be a miss for the Raptors. Mamu fared well in the absence of Poeltl. 12 points. Plus 11. Ingram was plus 13 despite his shooting woes tonight. The bench minutes, not as strong as normal, but there was some good performances in there. Abaji was okay. He's been bad this season, so maybe a bit of a step in the right direction. Murray Boyles couldn't affect the game too much. I would have liked to see him in some more double big lineups with Mamu, to be honest. Shed was diming. He was fantastic today. 9 of 11 from the line, which is awesome. Only 1 of 4 from the field, but 9 assists is terrific. He was diming, making some unreal passes. Walter with his best statistical night of the season, 16.6 of 7. Grady Dick, again, not putting up like crazy numbers. 12 is good. 2 of 4 from 3 is good. But the Raptors continue to win the Grady Dick minutes, highlighting his importance to the team with the floor spacing. I wonder tomorrow how the Raptors will manage it. I wonder against the Cavaliers how the Raptors are going to manage the starting five. I don't think RJ Barrett will play. Pirtle will be back. He only missed this game due to rest. But I don't know how they're going to handle the Barrett injury. They could go to Grady Dick. I could see that. They could start Murray Boyles, as they have done this season, go a little bit bigger for the Cavs. I would probably lean on the side of floor spacing, so I'd more so look at Grady Dick or Walter, who's been the first guy off the bench lately for the Raptors. Maybe get him in, and I think Abagia started a game this season, so you also could go for Ochai Abagia to start. Few ways to go. I would probably lean towards going for Grady Dick. I could see it being Walter or Abagia. I'd be a little bit surprised they went double big with Murray Boyles. As for the Nets, big game from Michael Porter Jr., 25 points, talented player. A surprise, like just legacy game from Tyrese Martin, who got the Nets back into it early and kept him in it late. 7 of 14, 5 of 9 from 3. Pretty crazy stat line from Tyrese Martin, to be honest. But it's just kind of a showcase. No matter what, you got to play well to win games in the NBA. We celebrate new sub, JVK Ultra. Thank you so much for subscribing. It's kind of a showcase here that, in the NBA, any team can be anybody on any given night. The Nets were 11-point underdogs against the Celtics a couple days ago and ended up beating them. If you play poorly, there are teams, every team can hurt you. And the Raptors tonight weren't the strongest defensively, and especially on the inside. And Brooklyn were able to make us pay there enough to make it a more nervy game than it probably should have been going into it. And it could have very, very easily swung the opposite way for the Raptors. Like, some big shots fall late, and they found a way to get over the line, and their biggest players stepped up in the biggest moments to make it happen, and maybe that's where Brooklyn are lacking. But, it's a showcase that you got to play every game seriously. And I don't blame them for resting Pirtle. The guy's dealt with injuries, and he's got the back issues, so get him right for tomorrow's game against the Cavs. That's fine, but you still got to show up and get the job done. Thankfully, the Raptors were able to do that. As for the opponent of the second night of back-to-back, the Cleveland Cavaliers, we've had their number this season. We're 2-0 against them this season. They'll be certainly looking for a little bit of vengeance. They've just come off of a 120-105 win against the LA Clippers, who have been horrendous this season. They're now 5-12 overall on the season. Big night from Donovan Mitchell was 37. Good night from Mobley. Hunter, Garland's healthy right now, so it's going to be a tough game. Absolutely for the Raptors. And especially second night of back-to-back. They're also second night of back-to-back, and they have to travel to Toronto to make that game happen. But in the end, as much as there are some negatives that we can certainly discuss, and tomorrow's going to be a tough game, the positive is the Raptors are 12-5 in the season. 12-5. They've won 7 games in a row. I don't even know when the last time they would have won 7 games in a row is. They're a 2 seed in the East. I mean, we're going to bed on a 7-game win streak with the Raptors as a 2 seed in the East. We can definitely find some things that need to improve. I'm sure they'll be addressed, but ultimately, another good day for the Raptors. We got the win, and I'm going to be happy about that, and we can move. Good stuff overall. Thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. I'm going to go make dinner. I'm going to go watch some Sunday Night Football. Refresh, recharge. It's going to be a hellish week for myself. Typical stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. for the Raptors Happy Hour. That's where we do our news, analysis, and discussion. Lots of great vibes on those streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5. Tomorrow, sadly, I'm working a little bit later than normal. I would normally push the Happy Hour stream back a couple hours, but because the Raptors play at 7, that's just not going to be possible. We're going to have to cancel the Raptors Happy Hour stream for tomorrow. We're not going to be able to do it. Instead, we'll be watching along the Cleveland Cavaliers game against the Toronto Raptors, which we normally do 15 minutes for every Raptors game. We'll be back Wednesday and Friday for the Happy Hour this week, along with the watch-along Wednesday for the NBA Cup finale in the group stage for the Raptors, and Saturday against the Hornets. Unfortunately, though, this Sunday as well, I'm moving. I'm moving to a new apartment, similar location in Toronto, just, getting all my affairs together. That's going to be tough. I'll let you guys know on December 1st as well if there's going to be a Happy Hour stream that day, because I could take that night to get all my shit together after moving. So anyways, not going to be the normal stream schedule for the next week and a half or so, but lots of great content is always on the way on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. If you haven't hit the like button, I see 151 people here right now. We have 81 likes. It's great. Keep it going. It really does help support the channel, help us on the journey here. I work really hard. All I ask in return is, well, if you just click on a video, I mean, that's enough for me. But if you're here and you do genuinely enjoy, just take an extra second, hit the like button. It does make a difference. I know it seems trivial. I know you hear it all the time. It does make a difference, and it does help out YouTubers like myself grow. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully celebrate another win. Let's go.